after the game, it's the aftermath. Win or lose, we still wave our commander's flag. Riding with Wentz under center, making the pass. Jahan Dotson, young rookie, making a splash. That burgundy and gold, that's what we about. Jonathan Allen knocking QBs to the ground. We die hard and nobody can shut us down. Cause this is the greatest show in town. Let's go. Go, 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 go.
What's good, Washington Commanders fans? Okay, your boy back at you again with another one. All right, free agency, the tampering period has begun. Teams can't sign until really on Wednesday, so there have been a lot of moves. And guess what? Your truly Washington Commanders fan has solidified the positions that was needed today. They actually they actually um they actually picked up they made six total of actually they made five total, but they said some say six moves today. They made some moves today, which was very, very needed in some spots. But two of the moves that they made was very significant to this team, which we had an issue with all season long, and it was the offensive line. Yes, the offensive line was needed to be addressed. Something that we have been talking about all season long. Now that we put more effort, more attention into the offensive line this year is really something special. I really love these moves that the Washington Commanders got. So I'm gonna run down the names real quick. Washington picks up offensive tackle Andrew Wylie from Kansas City for $8 million per year. Signed offensive guard Nick Gates from the Giants for $8 million in guarantee money. Also, we picked up Seattle's linebacker Cody Barton on a one-year deal. Also, we claimed Cameron DeZerza off of waivers. Then we re-signed one of our own, Danny Johnson, for $2 million guaranteed. We have been very, very active, and I love this. We kept saying this a lot. We needed to solidify the offensive line, especially if we're gonna put Sam Howell out there or any quarterback behind it. The offensive line, this offensive line has to be the most crucial part of this free agency going into the draft. We adding depth, we grabbing the guys that is needed. You know what I'm saying? Wylie's deal is for 3 years, $24 million, and Gates is signing for 3 years for $16 million with 8 guaranteed. So therefore, both of these guys are very flexible guys. Wylie is 28, played in his first 5 seasons with Kansas City, starting 59 of 79 games and winning 2 Super Bowls. He is 6'5", 304 pounds. Tackle entering the league as an undrafted free agent out of Eastern Michigan. Go figure. And now you're a Super Bowl champion. Now, you got to think he played under, guess what, Eric Bieniemy, who was recently hired. So that's going to bring familiarity to the offensive line because Eric Bieniemy could use him very much. Now Gates, he's 27, not bad. He entered his 4th year with the Giants. He played multiple positions, same like Wylie, played multiple positions and appeared in 44 games, 29 starts. Now, he did broke his tibia and his fibula in week 2 against Washington in 2021. Had 7 surgeries. He made his return to the lineup last October and played in the Giants in 10 games with 8 starts. So that's not bad. That is not bad for him. So with Wylie, you got to think that Washington, these guys most likely probably will start. You know what I'm saying? They probably will start somewhere along the offensive line. Don't know where at, but this is a good start. But the main thing about it is who will be the starters? It would be intriguing to find out who would be the starters. You know what I'm saying? That would be something different. Um, Danny Johnson, we resigned him to a 2-year deal, 5 million, 2.75 guarantee, 1.75 signing bonus salary of 1.25, 1 million fully guaranteed, 1.49 million and annually, and 15K per game activity roster bonus. But Danny Johnson been very crucial. He played, he started in a couple games because Benjamin St. Jude was out. He made an impact. He was very good, and he's very good on special teams. So we add in that depth. I'm looking forward to see if we're going to bring back Jeremy Reeves. I really want Jeremy Reeves back on this team. I do want F.A. Abado back on this team also. I don't think Cole Holcomb will come back because we end up signing Cody Barton from Seattle. So that's another thing. So um, I think, and then Washington has done all of these moves without spending a ton of money. They still gonna have money flexibility to probably snag a big free agent. You know, saying somebody like Orlando Brown out there, or the other offensive lineman from Jacksonville. We could bring either one of them in. So if we snag Orlando Brown, get him a pretty decent contract, then that's our Trent Williams. You know what I'm saying? He could be our Trent Williams. And guess what? Then our offensive line will really, really look really good going into next season. Really good. Now, also, there's rumor that Austin Eckler wants a trade, and they looking. Washington is in the mix. Now, I don't know if we will go that route, but who never knows? Who knows what may happen? Um, but let me read more of this because I think this is very, very important. Like I said, I think the offensive line is very, very important to us. We needed this. Um, we missed out on getting linebacker T.J. Edwards from the Eagles, but the Bears got him. So no, that's fine. I mean, I'm sure what I think Levante David is out there, so we could probably get him from Tampa Bay pretty cheap. You never know. So um, a little bit about Barton. He was a third round pick, Seattle in 2019. He only played 5 games, although during his first 3 years in the league, he finally got a chance to start full time last year when taking over Bobby Wagner's spot when Bobby Wagner was traded. Well, he went to the Rams, so he took over that spot. He also had a total of 132 combined tackles, but only got average grade all around from Pro Football Focus for his effort. With Barton out of the picture, Seattle will look to bring in somebody else or whatever the case might be. But I mean, he's only with us for a 1-year deal, fully guaranteed. So most likely, I don't know if he will start, in Cole Holcomb's spot. I would suspect that he probably be a backup, you know what I'm saying? Because we probably be looking to, we definitely gonna probably look to bring somebody else in at linebacker. You know what I'm saying? I think we'll look to bring somebody else or draft somebody. I think all of these, except for the offensive linemen, I think these offensive linemen will start. You know what I'm saying? Because they're very versatile. They can play either side, right guard, right tackle, whatever the case. They're very flexible. So wherever we decide to put them at, I think for the linebacker position, I think it's more for depth purposes because we still have the draft next month. And then depends on how well we draft, especially from 16 on down, and what we do with the 16 pick. And the 16 pick could be very, very crucial because I said this before. If we could solidify the offensive line in the free agency, we definitely could go ahead and draft our starting cornerback to replace Kendall Fuller and move Kendall Fuller to the slot, you know what I'm saying, slot corner, and then put the new cornerback out there, you know what I'm saying. He's going to be a rookie, so you're going to have to play him. and then you could use um, more versatility with Fuller, Butler, Danny Johnson, um, and Cam Desert that also got picked up today too. He's going to be more for a depth person too. So and let me give you some information on Cam right now. He was cut by the Minnesota Vikings, but we claimed him off waivers. He was a 2020 third round pick. He played 35 games over his first 3 seasons. He started 29 of those games and had 149 tackles, 3 interceptions, 3 forced fumbles, 2 fumble recoveries during his time in Minnesota. Not bad. You're not bad at all. The Commanders also agreed to terms on new contract with Danny Johnson on Monday. Kendall Fuller, Benjamin St. Jude, Tariq Castro Fields, Rasheed Wildgoose, Christian Holmes. I forgot about Christian Holmes. We drafted him last year. I like him. And the Marcus Fields are also on hand at cornerback. So I mean that's depth because pretty much Fuller, St. Jude starts, and then you got Percy Butler. But Percy Butler could play corner and safety. So pretty much Percy Butler will be a backup safety, these guys, but he also could play corner. So you got pretty much Danny Johnson, Tariq, Rashard, Christian, and the Cam. That's five corners right there. And then you pretty much gonna draft your starting cornerback. These guys probably will be backup. Cam will probably get his experience will probably be way over them more. You know what I'm saying? So he'll help out in some areas. And then if we draft, we could, like I said, we could end up cutting Kendall Fuller and move Cam Desert into that slot spot or Percy Butler into that slot spot. You know what I'm saying? And cut Kendall Fuller. He's older. He's 28. You know what I'm saying? You could cut him, save that cap money. That'd be more money to go towards. Say that if you think about it, Montez Sweat deal. So I think that pickup, and depends on what we do the rest of the free agent period, is going to tell who's staying and who's pretty much going to be gone. Simple as that. Then you got Jeremy Reeves, a special teams guy. That is another cornerback also, you know what I'm saying? But he's a special teams guy. He's really, really good. He made the Pro Bowl last year. So with all this being said, Washington, the Commanders have been very active today on free agency. I think, it's not over. Free agency is officially on Wednesday. So, but this is the early tampering period. The guys are agreeing to terms. They cannot sign until Wednesday. So therefore, this is going to help the Washington Commanders a whole lot. I think there's going to be probably some more moves. I think we probably day 2 tomorrow. I think we're going to do more. I won't say we do more, but I think we're going to pretty much add some more pieces. Before this week out, we're going to have pretty much, I think we'll probably go through this whole week getting pieces that we need. I'll still expect for us to make a big name signing, but by Friday. I think Orlando Brown, let me see. I just read it earlier. I think Javon Hargraves already got signed. He got picked up. Orlando Brown, I think he's gonna be that one. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's gonna look for him. I'm telling you, I won't be surprised if Cincinnati try to snatch him up because Cincinnati need offensive line help. Now, right tackle, like I said, Jawan Taylor, I like him. Update agreed to a 4-year, $80 million deal with the Chiefs. Okay, so he's off the market. He just signs with the Chiefs. So so therefore Orlando Brown is probably going to be the next guy to get signed. So, I mean, you got to think, Washington could bring him in on a 4-year deal too. Washington can bring him in on a 4-year deal. So, Tremaine Edwards got signed. So Levante David, like I say, he's 33. So I don't know if we would get him We probably get him for depth. I mean, he's still a guy. CJ Gardner's still out there. You know what I'm saying? He's acquired just before week 1 in exchange of a day 3 draft. Considering CJ Gardner became an Eagles turnover maker, tying the NFL with 6. His production, age, versatility are likely to make him an attractive player on the market. He might be too expensive for the Eagles. So maybe the Commanders looking at him, CJ Gardner, and like I said, if the Washington Commanders go CJ Gardner, then they don't have to draft a cornerback. They could draft a cornerback for depth. And think about it, they still could get a cornerback. They could either go linebacker, they could go tight end. You know what I'm saying? If they say, for instance, if they get CJ Gardner, then their first pick could be tight end. They could easily get the tight end from Georgia. You know what I'm saying? That could be the first pick of the draft right there. Solidify that tight end position, because we already know you're going to have a starting tight end in the game. You know what I'm saying? Right then and there. Your cornerback's already solidified. You can still draft a linebacker. You still can add depth on your offensive line throughout the draft. You got 8 picks. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, there's a lot of maneuvering that Washington can do. There's a lot of maneuvering that Washington could do right now. For real. There's a lot. There's a lot, man. Also, Caleb McGray, he's 28, right tackle. You could probably bring him in for depth. Also, he played at the University of Washington. Pro Football Focus had him 4th rated tackle of the season, 86.6 grade, and has physical natural fit well into Arthur Smith's run first system, while helping limit his exposure and protection. McGray option would have cost them $13 million for 2020, but now Sports Track estimate his market at $17 million. Also, Michael McKinley for the 49ers, another right tackle, but he agreed to a 5-year deal with the Broncos. So I think we could look at the guy from McGarry from Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? So we don't need him. Left tackle, he's old. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot there. It's a lot. It's a lot that we could get. Dalton Schultz is out there. He's 27. While playing under the franchise tag in 2020, Schultz was. I mean, just think about it. If we could pick up Schultz and still draft a tight end. There are so many things for the Washington Commanders. Excuse me, I won't say Redskins. There are so many things Washington Commanders do right now. Isaiah Wynn, offensive tackle for the Patriots. You know what I'm saying? But he had a bad year, you know what I'm saying, playing left tackle and everything. But still, we could bring him in for depth purposes. So, like I said, I don't think Washington is done in free agency. I think there's a lot of things that we're gonna shock a lot. We're gonna be making a lot of moves and everything to do. So, pretty much, I'm expecting it. I'm looking forward to it. So, all right, guys, that's it for my free agency day 1 wrap up. Hey, enjoy, because day 2 could get exciting. The rest of the week could get exciting. Until then, hail to the Commanders. Let's go, baby.
Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't wanna miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back, whether on the field or the court. You know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.